Can money buy you happiness? Well, sort of. Nobel Peace Prize winning psychologist Dr. Daniel Kahneman and economist Dr. Angus Deaton studied the results of 450,000 Gallup surveys, and they found that your overall well-being does, in fact, rise with your income, but only to a point. Here's their conclusion, and I quote, "No matter where you live, your emotional well-being is as good as it's going to get at $75,000. And money's not going to make it any better beyond that point. It's like you hit some sort of ceiling, and you can't get emotional well-being much higher just by having more money." End quote. $75,000. In fact, the same research actually found that your overall level of happiness decreases when you earn more than $105,000. This research really shows us that whilst money can be beneficial and useful, it's not the key to happiness, nor is it the best thing for us to seek after. But you and I both know that, don't we? And Doctors Kahneman and Deaton could have saved themselves a lot of research by just reading the Bible. God has been telling us the same truth for millennia, and today's proverb is a great example. Proverbs 17 verse 1 says this, "Better a dry crust with peace and quiet than a house full of feasting with strife." To put this simply, money is not as important as relationships. We are better off being poor and at peace with others than rich and living in drama. Listen to how the Message paraphrase puts it. "A meal of bread and water in contented peace is better than a banquet spiced with quarrels." Is it possible that you are missing out on a good relationship in your pursuit for happiness through materialism? Is your career or desire for more leading to cracks in your marriage? Is it making you too stressed to be present with your friends, or if you have them, your children? Is it leaving you with little time to build deep friendships? These are tough and countercultural questions to ask, but we've all seen marriages ruined by greed and work addiction. We've all seen friendships ruined by business deals. We've all seen kids with plenty of money but no love. Yet we keep striving for more, thinking that we can provide happiness for ourselves and our families if we just make one more dollar. But our verse today tells us otherwise. Better a dry crust with peace and quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. Our verse today is centered around a table, isn't it? A meal. In the Old Testament context, this was a place of love, warmth, hospitality, family, and not just immediate, but family and community. Think of this verse in your mind, right? Think of coming home to a decadent dinner at a perfectly styled northern beaches home with views of the ocean, an Instagram-worthy table setting, but sitting in silence and animosity. And now, think of coming home to your small unit, humble home, sitting around the kitchen bench for a simple meal, but surrounded by the warmth, intimacy, and love of your friends and family. I know which I'd prefer. But what's the answer to this? What's the answer to chasing another dollar or choosing money over relationships? Well, the answer is contentment. Knowing who we are and what we have in Christ. In Jesus, the Bible tells us we have life to the full. We have every spiritual blessing. We have an eternal hope of something richer and more beautiful than this world. And so today, think about what changes you need to make to prioritize relationships over money and materialism. Some examples. Will downsizing my home mean I can work less and spend more time with my family and friends? Should I be seeking a demotion instead of a promotion to make more time for relationships in my life? Are any of my business dealings causing strife with others? And if so, how can I stop that? These are hard calls to make. As I said before, countercultural. But when we know who we are in Christ and what he has done for us, we are able to experience the contentment that will embolden us to simplify our lives and focus more on things that enrich our hearts, not just our bank accounts. So keep your eyes fixed on Christ. Continue to preach the gospel to yourself and remind yourself that in him you have all you need, both now and forever. God bless and enjoy your day.